You know that feeling when you check into a great hotel and everything just works? The Wi-Fi is seamless, room service is instant, the lighting is perfect? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the invisible tech that makes all of that happen. This is the story of the company behind it. So, what do you think really powers a modern five-star hotel? Is it the fancy decor? The incredible service? I mean, what's the secret sauce that makes it all feel so effortless? Well, let me tell you, it's not just the 1,000 thread count sheets. The real magic is happening completely behind the scenes. It's this quiet, invisible revolution in technology that's completely changed the game. And for more than a quarter of a century, one company, more than any other, has been the architect of that revolution. They've been setting the trends and pretty much defining what a modern hotel stay even means. Okay, so let's get into it. The company we're talking about is Pertlink. They were founded back in 2000 in Hong Kong. But here's the most interesting part. Its founder, a guy named Terence Ronson, he wasn't some Silicon Valley tech bro. He started his career as a chef. That background gave him this incredible, ground-level understanding of what actually makes a hotel tick, way before he got into the tech side of things. So how'd they become such a big deal? To really get Pertlink's impact, you have to look at their history. It's not just about a few cool projects here and there. No, it's a consistent, almost unbelievable track record of being the first, of pioneering things that basically dragged the rest of the industry kicking and screaming into the future. I mean, just look at the pace of this. It's wild. In 2001, they launched Hong Kong's first cyber hotel, a concept so new it was literally featured on CNN. Just 3 years after that, they built what was called Asia's most technologically advanced hotel. And by 2008, they were taking that same innovation playbook and putting it on a luxury train. And let's talk about that train for a second, the TANGULA. They weren't just slapping on cool gadgets. They were solving real, fundamental problems for travelers. We're talking satellite Wi-Fi for constant connection, video on demand, USB power sockets, and mobile ordering with handheld devices. All of this was a world first on a luxury train. They weren't just upgrading a train. They were totally reinventing what luxury travel could be. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Their vision wasn't just confined to hotels and tourism. Pertlink took this playbook, this method of using tech to solve very human problems, and started applying it in some really surprising places. I mean, just think about the range here. On one hand, you have them designing the entire tech infrastructure for a state-of-the-art senior living facility, using wearables and robots to keep residents safe. And on the other hand, they're building the massive, complex point-of-sale and logistics system for Shanghai Disneyland. These are two completely different worlds, but the philosophy at the core is identical. Use tech to make the human experience better. And their expertise scaled from the absolutely massive to the super personal and practical. One minute they're leading a cloud transformation for Indonesia's largest hotel group, and the next, they're building community apps for a single residential village in the Philippines. They even invented and patented the iFlyPad, a simple, brilliant little airplane mount for your phone that was so useful it got featured in the New York Times. Now, this is the crucial point. Pertlink's founder didn't just build all this cool stuff and hoard the knowledge for himself. He actually made it his mission to educate the entire industry on how to use technology the right way. He was essentially writing the playbook for everyone else to follow. And he did this through a whole series of super popular do's and don'ts guides. These things took really complex topics. We're talking everything from hotel chatbots and robots to guest room management systems, and just broke them down into clear, practical advice that anyone in hospitality could use. They pretty much became essential reading across the industry. And his influence went way beyond just writing. He was actively shaping the future of the industry from the inside. He was a chairperson for university projects on what tomorrow's guest rooms would look like, and even served on task forces that were defining the ethical codes for digital responsibility in hospitality. He was really in the trenches. So, what does a journey of nearly 25 years of nonstop innovation, implementation, and education lead to? Well, it leads to the industry's highest possible recognition. And it gives us a really clear signal about what's coming next. Look at this number, 55. In the entire global history of hospitality technology, only 55 people had ever received the industry's highest and most prestigious honor. That's it. And then, in June 2024,
Terence Ronson became the 56th. He was inducted into the Hospitality Financial Technology Professionals International Hall of Fame. It's a huge deal, and it really cements his status as a true pioneer in this field.
So after you reach the absolute pinnacle of your industry, what's next? Well, you don't stop. The focus is already shifting to the next frontier. For 2025, Pertlink is diving deep into the practical deployment of artificial intelligence, figuring out how AI can be integrated into businesses in a way that actually helps, not just creates hype. And all of this brings us to a really fascinating final question to think about. As technology gets better and better at creating that perfect, seamless, automated stay, what's left for us, for humanity to do? What's that uniquely human touch that technology can support, but maybe never truly replace? That's something to chew on.